Imagine a solution that will reduce delinquencies by over 30% and improve retention by over 67%. I'm Zaydoun Munir, founder and CEO of RevolutionCredit, and joining me is Laura Conrad, our COO and CFO. Our gamified online financial empowerment platform is revolutionizing credit decisioning. Over the last year, we've run several successful pilot programs with a variety of large organizations, from lenders to credit cards to billers to TV satellite providers. Those pilots confirm two things. Number one, the current credit decisioning system is inadequate and limited. Number two, we are a quantum shift for both consumers and creditors alike. Our engagement platform, with our forward-looking behavioral data, helps financial institutions identify consumers who will deliver better risk profiles across all credit score bands, including thin file and no file. Said differently, if you were to line up 1,000 consumers with 650 FICO or Vantage score, we will tell you which of those consumers will perform one or two bands better than what their credit score indicates. For consumers, it's even better. We are a fair, transparent, and fun way to build or enhance your credit profile and tell the world, I am more and better than my credit score. We have solved a big market problem. We have cracked the code on how to make financial education work by helping identify consumers who have the willingness and the commitment to learn and make meaningful changes to their money habits. And for creditors to actually deliver significant bottom line benefits by engaging with these consumers through our platform. Let us show you how. Our solution is creditor initiated, meaning the creditor is the one who deploys the invitation. The solution can be triggered at any point of the consumer transaction cycle. So it could be when a consumer is applying for a credit card or a loan, when a consumer is asking their creditor for better terms, lower interest rates, or when they miss a payment or are late on a payment, or when they're buying a product or service. In this case, let's pretend that I just applied for a credit card online with America's Bank. At the end of the application process, I'm presented with this offer. Complete a RevolutionCredit course and we'll approve you for that credit card that you actually selected. I click on accept the offer, I complete a sign-up form, and I'm presented with the application dashboard. In this case, America's Bank is actually asking me to complete one of the subjects from our curriculum called Money Management Basics. Each of the subjects that we've created are 15 minutes in length. We actually created those 15-minute subjects to be what we call just enough content. It is long enough to ensure that we teach the consumer the subject, long enough to demonstrate to the creditor that I'm actually investing enough time to learn, yet short enough so that we don't deter qualified consumers. Each 15-minute subject is highly produced using actors, whiteboard animation, and pure animation to really make the coursework engaging and entertaining. And every 15-minute subject is composed of a series of lessons. Each lesson is no longer than 1 minute. We actually trademarked it because we call it the 1-minute credit clinic. We promise to teach you something in 1 minute or less. And for the interest of the demo, we'll actually do a sneak peek to one of the subjects so you get a sense of the quality of the production and the content.
How do the various elements of the credit reporting system fit together? Well, when you, the consumer, open credit accounts such as mortgage loans and credit cards, each of these accounts provides a basis for your credit history. Creditors then report your credit information to credit bureaus. Credit bureaus also collect public records, including bankruptcies and liens and collection items. And what happens to all this information? Credit bureaus use it to create credit reports and credit scores. Your credit report is a basic transcript of your credit history, and your credit score measures how likely you are to pay off a credit obligation or a loan. Are you looking to rent a new apartment? Want to buy a new car? Your activity in this system will determine a great deal when it comes to these and other applications for loans and credit. From the success or failure of your application to the interest or rate you can expect to pay.
In real life, actually, subject, every 1-minute credit clinic is actually followed by a quiz. This is a best practice to ensure that the consumer actually retained the knowledge that we shared with them. In this case, we actually used a puzzle to gamify the experience and make the learning experience much more fulfilling and entertaining. Now, Again, in the interest of time, we're going to assume that Laura completed all the lessons within the credit reports and subjects. At the end of the subject, I'm presented with a final test. These final tests are randomly generated and actually specifically designed from my experience with this subject, meaning no two consumers who go through this subject, unless they have the exact same experience, will be presented with the same final test. I answer a few questions, and voila, Laura passed with flying colors for me. I can download my certificate so I can celebrate my win. I can share my success on my favorite social network so all my friends and colleagues can see what I had done. And at this point, I'm free to actually go back to America's Bank to complete the transaction if there were any next steps, or visit the RevolutionCredit inbox. As you can see, we did not invent financial education. We just invented a model that's making it work by offering it just in time, at the point of transaction, using just enough content with gamifications and tracking. So, to recap, RevolutionCredit is a quantum shift for creditors and consumers. Our platform and forward-looking behavioral data will help you identify upwardly mobile consumers across all credit score bands, including thin file and no file. Actually, consumers tell us that we're like a vehicle to earn extra credit. Some have even likened it to an opportunity to get a second chance, and they call it a more enjoyable, funner traffic school for credit. So, if you are a creditor looking to identify and engage with consumers who will deliver lower delinquencies, higher retention rates at any credit score range, come see us at our booth and vote for us the Best in Show. Thank you very much.